I don't see us live, but we might be live. And we are live. What up, cappers, gamblers, punters, que pasa slutas? What up, Spidey? It is Friday, October 26th, and this is the Loshak and the Bag show. And I am Jimmy the Bag sitting beside Lodo's Loshak. This is our last show of the week, Pete.
Been a crazy week. Some weeks are crazier than others. This was definitely a crazy one. Hey, what's going on? There's a friggin' teleprompter in front of us. I didn't even see that. Is this okay?
There's a teleprompter in front of us. There's no Loshak in the Bag sign.
There's no Loshak in the Bag signs. You want me to get the Loshak in the Bag? Here, let's
bring it in.
Everyone everyone on their own. Here we go.
Let's bring it in. Yeah. There
we go. All right, so we do have a lot of shit to cover right now, and I hope you want to.
There we go. There we go.
Okay.
Freddie Fortune.
Freddie Fortune. The man on the scene.
Fresh off his slumber.
He's the man on the scene.
There we go. Looking good. And you have Loshak behind you.
Man on the scene. Freddie Fortune.
And for instance, where the fuck are the signs?
Yeah, there's the signs.
We're throwing Taylor Jones' vibe off. We got to get this shit together. Pete.
You want to pull down the teleprompter?
Who cares?
No?
Who
all right.
cares? Let's keep the teleprompter there. Who cares?
He's the man on the scene, Freddie Fortune. All right, come on, baby. You want to leave the teleprompter there?
Yeah, let's leave it there. Who cares? Right. I had a very busy afternoon. I did the Audible show with Donnie Rightside and the Whale Capper. I also took down all the urinal dividers.
Okay.
To build office camaraderie. I think those urinal dividers take away from the camaraderie in the office.
Right.
So I took them down.
Yeah.
I took them down. They're available. Maybe I'll bring them down to the whorehouse. Maybe they need some dividers. We don't need them.
All right. Well, we got a lot of, we got a lot of shit to cover. Let's jump into it. How about that, Jim?
Let's do it.
All right. We'll start with MLB. Neither one of us gave a pick on the MLB in the morning show, but there has been a kind of eye-popping 20-cent line movement in favor of the Dodgers. Is that because Martinez is out? I mean, this is getting a little bit ridiculous. These are two World Series contending teams, and you got the team that everyone agrees is the better team as a massive, massive road underdog. They're just tempting me here, Jim. They're just tempting me. They're poking me with that big underdog line stick. I'm an inch away from taking Boston -1 for a big score here, Jim. What do you think?
I think it makes sense. I was hoping that the Dodgers would win one game. Oh, and Kobe says JD is in tonight, so that's not the truth. Shout out to Diesel Eugene. Our guy says, I got my favorite, best show ever on the big screen and the day off. Life never looked so good.
Yeah. You know, that's got to live life one day at a time. Be happy to just to be alive. I am going this week. I had a winning week overall this week, which is good, but there were a lot of plays that were, the regular viewers of the show know, I knew intellectually were the right things to do, but just couldn't reach down inside of my soul and make them public plays, and I'm going to start doing that this upcoming week, and hopefully I'll have a lot more, ugly plays like the Lakers yesterday. Knew the Lakers were the right call. Toledo, I should have doubled up on that. A bunch of instances of that, and hold on one second. I think that this might be the first one. Now that the line is moving up, it's a little bit different to bet into like an ugly underdog that's getting bet down as opposed to a going opposite of a market movement. But at a certain point, this is the sports betting theory. If this got up to 220, if this got up to 350, every sharp in the world and everyone in the world rightly would be on Boston. At a certain point, it's all about the odds, and at a certain point, Boston does have value. What should the fair odds be for the Dodgers in this game? I don't know, but as of right now, the market is putting them at like a 63% favorite. I'm just not sure that is justified. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I don't think it's justified. We know, although neither team has shown the prowess in the postseason, both teams smashed righties during this year. Brent Hunt says, got to have balls, Pete. And balls that now other members in the office will be able to see because I took down the dividers.
No, I'm going to start having balls. Are the Dodgers probably the team that's probably likely to win this game? Yes. Are they a 64% chance to win this game? I don't know, man. Is there someone out for the Red Sox? I didn't even check the lineup. Ron Lofton on Red Sox plus 165.
As he should be, I guess. I'm going to bring up this roster right
Alan
now.
Action says, Dodgers my postseason game of the year. Sure, Alan Action. But would you take him at minus 300? Would you take him at minus 600? No way. And the line is just getting head up. Tomino says, I think Buehler has a good start, but he doesn't pitch deep. Dodgers bullpen hasn't been great. I don't trust the Dodgers full game. I do trust the Dodgers full game. It's just, should they be a 63% favorite here? I'm just not sure about that. That's what I'm not sure about.
Benintendi is out. That's an interesting spot. Good call, Jay Bird. I don't know why.
Brody says it's been a while since I've seen you guys. I like the new look of the set. Glad to be back from your old friend Brovada. Shout out to Brody.
Nice.
Hoops 99, Hoops 590 likes Dodgers team total over. Benintendi is out. Okay.
I'm gonna roll with my man Brant Hunt. Seems like it's always good to roll with this guy. I'm going to take the over in this game. I was uncomfortable with the movement earlier. It was very juiced to the under. Seems like money's coming back on the over. I'm going to jump on it. Full game, over 7.5.
All right, you want that one, Jim. You're right that the line did move to the over, so, you had the right call, but didn't pull the trigger in the morning. You would have gotten a better number, but you can still get 7.5 minus 110 at the Greek. And Jim's going to start out with the L.A. Dodgers over 7.5 minus 110. L.A. Dodgers over 7.5 minus 110. I'm just going to think about taking the the Red Sox minus 1 here. Man, I'm looking at this, Jim.
Sure.
What's going on here? Any comments? We got to keep it.
So we're saying Benintendi. We have a ton of stuff to get to. We got 4 videos. This is an action-packed show, so we've got to roll fast, especially through a lot of the things that we talked about on the early show. Oh, and look at Mr. Knockout saying, making fun of the guy who said Ohio won't score 45. You are bang on, Mr. Knockout 66, bang on with that enormous offensive output by Ohio. Yeah, lots of stuff coming in here. Brent Hunt says, that seems sharp. Jimmy, I'm going to hop in that car with you as well. Neither team's bullpens are impressive. Well, the Red Sox bullpen has been much better than we expected it to be. Much, much better. But you're right. You're right. And Carlos Luder's going under 7.5. Fading me in baseball is a very smart thing to do right now. Very smart thing to do. Kevin Garrett's joining us. We don't get Kevin Garrett's here enough. Talking football, says Hornibrook sucks balls. Taylor in the backfield's all they need. And Jay Bird says take Sox team total over 3. Big Ragu's on second half over 3. That's where the second half, is it juiced?
No, it's just a standard play here. Yeah, it's 3 minus 120, the standard what you would expect from a total like this. The Boston alternative run line is plus 300. So who's out? Benintendi, and who's that? Just that is causing a 27 line.
Yeah, and Tom was saying that's just because they have to put JD in the outfield. They have a pretty good looking lineup, as they always do. I'm a little surprised that Moreland is hitting third, but it's Betts, Bogarts, Moreland, Martinez, Holt, Devers, Bradley, Vasquez. Actually, you know what? That does seem a little softer.
Well, who's out besides Benintendi?
Well, you'd have Kinsler. I don't know if you'd really want him in the lineup. You'd have.
Who's in for the Dodgers?
Dodgers have their big boys in the lineup. This is their best lineup right now. It generally is against righties. Jock Peterson, Justin Turner, Max Muncy, Manny Machado, Cody Bellinger, Yasiel Puig. Oh, Grandal is back in the lineup. Interesting. Hoping to get some more boos from the LA crowd. And Chris Taylor at second base.
All right, I'll take a shot with it. I've had a good year in baseball. I'll take Boston minus 1. The money line is plus 168. The alternative run line right now at Bet365 is plus 300. This is a different situation from taking an ugly underdog that the market is backing. The market is going clearly against Boston right now, and they're just trying to sucker me in by raising the line until I finally think it's high enough that I'm willing to bite, but I will. Boston minus 1. They're still a great team. Anything can happen in MLB. You're getting Boston minus 1 at an over, plus 200 line. This is a friggin' MLB. This is not the KC Royals who somehow snuck into the World Series. You know what I'm saying? It's a real baseball team, right, Jim?
Hey, come on. Don't sell those Royals short.
Come on. All right, I'm taking it. Boston minus 1, plus 168 on the money line. Alternative run line plus 300. If I eat the loss, I'll be okay with that. And Jim took the Dodgers game over 7.5 minus 110, and that's it for MLB.
I think that's a great bet.
All right, okay. Let's move on. Now we got NHL. Let's remind everyone what we did in the morning show. Jimmy the Bag, once again, a lot of these massive puck lines we've seen in his parlay shows that we've been doing every week. What happens when you take these huge underdogs? Jimmy the Bag had a bunch of parlay losers in a row. All of a sudden, he's got 2 parlay winners in a row, and all of a sudden, he's positive for the year. Congratulations, Jimmy the Bag. So that's how these big underdogs go. If Jimmy the Bag has all of a sudden like a 4-0 or 5-1 day with these puck lines, all of a sudden he's making up like 12 units in one day. He has got Colorado puck line plus 135, Detroit Red Wings puck line plus 400, Tampa Bay puck line plus 253, San Jose Sharks puck line plus 267. That's it for NHL. And I took Colorado minus 1, and I did take the Carolina team total over 2.5 minus 145. Got some pushback from that, but I'm going to roll with it. And both of those wound up being birthday plays. The Carolina team total over 2.5 was a birthday play. A lot of people said that a handful of guys who we really, really respect, so they didn't like that play. But I'm rolling with it anyway, and then I decided to try to even things out in case that one loses by making the Colorado -1 play a second birthday pick for someone else who requested a birthday play. So in NHL, that's what we got. Jim has 4 puck lines. I have Carolina team total over 2.5, and I have Colorado -1. I'd also be thinking about the Colorado team total over, and I'm still thinking about going head-to-head with Jimmy the Bag and taking Carolina -1. I did bet Carolina on the money line at about +100 on the overnight line, and something's telling me that this might be a good spot for them. Anything you... Oh, and then, of course, Tampa Bay Vegas already off the board. So
yes, and Eddie Euler, but I love the Tampa Bay spot here. Eddie Euler saying line has moved in Carolina's favor.
Yeah.
Our man Machiavelli, our lawyer, has written some interesting things about the basketball game last night, and I know he wanted your attention, but I've copied them, pasted them. We will break them down in the basketball segment. Very interesting stuff.
Allen Action, you're going to eat the loss, Pete. Dodgers win. Yes, I hear you. I feel you, Allen Action. But look, let's say it was -700, right? And the Red Sox are +550. You know you'd be taking the Red Sox there, Allen Action. You know he would be. I mean, he might deny it in chat, but if we gave you Red Sox +550, you know you'd be all over that, Allen Action. And that's how sports betting goes. You know what I'm saying? At a certain point, even if there's a team that's very likely to win, the spot favors them. It's really all about the odds. You know.
Absolutely.
So we'll see how it turns out. Okay, go ahead, Jim.
Nothing other than back to the hockey spot. I absolutely love my card. This is. There were a few cards last year. And I had a big turning point about 5 weeks into the season when there was 3 home teams. I liked them all very much. Took them all on the puck line and went 3 for 3 and picked up about 7.5 units. And I just started rolling from that point on. I actually absolutely love my card tonight. I think it's great. I know that the line has moved slightly in Carolina's favor. And I truly back what I said about the Sharks. I think they're the best team in the NHL. If there was a team that would mess with them, I would only say the Lightning. There's no other team at this point. Although the Leafs will have something to say about that, and that's great. I think that if we get the honor of seeing a Leafs Penguins or even a Leafs Capitals, I would prefer Leafs Penguins series conference final. But then the Leafs have to get through the Lightning. The Eastern Conference is a very scary conference right now with the Leafs improving so fast. The Western Conference seems much more attainable, especially the division the Sharks are in seems quite appealing.
Tampa Bay up 1-0. Nice job, Jimmy the Bag. So let me ask you something, Jimmy the Bag. Do you think that Colorado is going to score big in this game? Because I know that Mr. Gokser thinks that, Anderson's going to get lit up.
I think a message must be sent to that asshole Matt Duchene. Seriously.
Right.
That guy is a poison in that dressing room.
He's just an asshole.
He's an asshole. He's a poison in the dressing room. I have had a bad year so far in NHL, and I had it last year, too. I don't know if I got the double-digit units down, but I was down most of the first month, and there's certain cards that I really like, and I think the value on this card is enormous, and it had so much value that I was able to even add a +400 dog on it.
All right, I'll tell you what. I will go against you, Jim. I did bet Carolina. I did. Everyone's warning me off Carolina. They're just warning me off of it. They're just warning me.
I see. We talked about Alex B. Smith, great capper, who thought that the Sabres would be fat and happy. And I said, no, this isn't that type of team because they finally had a good road trip. They have so much to give back to their fans who've watched them be so shitty, and they're a very young team. So I didn't think they'd come back from that 3-2 road trip fat and happy. I feel like the Sharks are not going to be in a letdown spot after the Predators game. Yes, they beat the Predators 5-4. What? That makes them 5-3-1 with still a power play ranked 17th in the league. They have so much to work on. They have so much to prove. I think the Sharks are going to give us a lot of money in our pockets by backing them from this point on, and I will be doing that -1.5 almost every single play.
Really? All right, there you go. Kobe Valentine leans Carolina, Pete. Eddie Euler says Sharks show up, they should win. And I was thinking about the over. What do you think about the over in this one, Jimmy the Bag?
With the Sharks.
San Jose, Carolina.
I guess I just don't have the feel on totals earlier in the season, and I was looking back and not doing very good on it. Shout out to Bookie Smasher, who says, huge Avs fan here. I was glad to see Duchene leave. Let's go Avs. What an incredible first line you have. It's going to make going to hockey games and watching your team on TV so enjoyable, and you guys deserve it for the tough times that you've been through. And I'm a big fan of Burnaby Joe. In saying all that, I guess the total seems with Dell in goal and Mrazek in goal. It's a 6, right?
Yeah. Just a standard 6.
-110?
Yeah. No, actually, you get -102, -101.
Gate Paskey says, I like your plays, Jimmy, except Detroit. Gate Paskey, very sharp. And you're right. And I did look over my plays last year, and it was taking the favorites a -1.5 that really gave me a lot of my glory, which I'm not really doing here.
Colorado can put some points on the board, can't they?
They certainly can.
They certainly can.
Especially with home ice.
I'm taking Colorado first period over, and I will take San Jose, Carolina first period over. I'm taking both of these. San Jose, Carolina first period over, and I'm also going to take the Colorado game, Ottawa, Colorado first period over. I'm taking both of these. The Colorado-Ottawa game will be -125, and the San Jose game will be -120. I'm taking both of those. If I split, it'll be okay. I think I might win both of those, and I'm taking them. Again, Colorado first period over, -125. San Jose, Carolina first period over, -120. I'm doing both of them.
Tom Marino says Sharks' record isn't great, but they've been flat off big wins all year. They're 5-3-1. You make it sound like it's February. All year, flat off big wins?
Flat off big wins. That is what Tomori is saying. Flat off of big wins. All right, I'm taking these. I'm taking these first period overs. There we go. Bam. There we go. Colorado. Bam.
Jim
there we
Rome
go.
Zadu says Sharks power play looked good the other night. And I'm telling you, when this power play rolls, this team will roll. Susanna says, anyone concerned Ottawa has owned them the last few years? I don't. Jewish Sexler, first period over. Sharks is a great play. And Sunny Vega is joining us. We have a Sunny Vega video.
Who are the videos we have from
We have 4 videos.
No, are you serious?
I am
we gotta
very
keep
serious.
it. We got to keep it in same pace here.
We
Who are
have
the
to keep
videos
a very
from?
brisk
Who are the videos
pace.
from?
We have a big Ragu video.
And what does that cover? What does that cover?
NFL and college football, I believe, or maybe just college football.
Ragu is college, okay?
Yeah, maybe NFL too. I haven't watched them yet. I've been very busy. Number 1, our Argentine soccer expert. That's a very quick one.
Okay.
We have Sunny Vega. I haven't seen that.
What does that cover?
I'm not sure. I haven't seen Sunny.
We got to know where to put it in. What segment?
Yeah, but I was busy.
Probably football.
How many times have you seen these videos before?
Got to be football, right? We'll put him in the college section.
And Americ with his MMA video.
And Americ with MMA. Okay. So, all right. So, once again, I have added on first period overs on the Colorado.
Vegas just tied it up. Wow.
Wow. There you go.
And someone was, I forget who was already on the over. That's looking beautiful.
Yeah, the over is looking pretty good in the Carolina game. San Jose can score, definitely, right? Definitely they can score. Of course they can score.
And Mohamed Joma is saying, I'm concerned about the Sharks in this spot because Carolina throws everything at the net.
Yeah, they can score. And Colorado, Ottawa is a little bit, I don't quite like the over as much in that one, right? Because Colorado gets up early, then they might ease up a little bit. And Ottawa doesn't have much offensively right now, do they?
No.
No, they don't. Okay, I'm an inch away from throwing on San Jose, Carolina, full game over as well. But as of right now, that's it. Jimmy the Bag, 4 puck lines, and I've got Carolina team total over, Colorado -1, and the 2 first period overs that I just threw on. Let's move on, Jim.
Let's move on.
All right, NBA. I had no NBA plays in the morning. Once again, I'm going to wait, watch, see what the market does, look for other information. Jimmy the Bag took the Clippers money line +152, and look at that, a modest move in your favor, about 10-cent move in your favor. Right now, we could give you +145, but nice job there. And also took Sacramento over at 236 and the Minnesota game under at 234.5. 3 plays from Jimmy the Bag. Nothing for me as of right now. Any updated thoughts on NBA, Jim?
Yes. How's the market moved in those totals that I gave?
Let's see. All right. So you gave the Sacramento over to it's still the Greek is still hanging at 236, but Pinnacle's at 237. And then the Minnesota game. Let's see where that is. Look at that. What did I say, Jim? I said if that line drops down to like 232.5 or 233 or whatever, I would be thinking you're on the right side, and it did. A small but noticeable move down. Bookmaker still has 234, but Pinnacle down to 233. So a very, very small but notable line move to the under on that one. Nice job there. I also said that I was leaning Houston Clippers under. That was 219 in the morning show. I didn't pull the trigger on that one, and that's now down to 217.5.
Wow.
So, that one is
Bick Forever says Nick starting Nicolina, Hardaway, Dotson, Vonleh, Robinson. Take the Warriors early. He may be absolutely right there. Taking the Warriors early, taking the Warriors like first quarter to jump out to a lead. Is it a 4? Tell me they're not hanging.
Which one? The first quarter?
Warriors, first quarter.
Oh, man. The first quarter is going to be, let's see what we got here for, sorry about that. Hold on one second. I'm checking. I'm clicking here at SBRodds.com. So many markets, so many lines here, all of them taken into consideration by SBRodds.com. The Golden State, it's 4, just standard 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
That seems appealing. I don't know if I'm going to jump on it right now. I don't know if I'm going to jump on it right now. Scotty Rock forever on Warriors first half. Is it still at -6.5?
The Warriors first half?
Yeah.
Oh, you're not going to get 6.5. Ooh, you kidding there, Jim? Let's see. The Warriors first half would be, again, I clicked on the wrong thing. Sorry. Let's see. Hold on. And who was it? Someone said take the Knicks at +7 in the morning. I think it was Flipper 13. That is, no, there is 6. Wow, look at that. It went down. Okay, yes. There is still a 7, but it's 6.5 market wide. Unreal.
Wow.
Okay.
King Rail on the first quarter and the full game. Make sure you stay tuned after this show. We lead. Oh, and Sonny is NBA in the World Series.
Okay. So
sweet. So we can hammer that right now.
Yeah, Sonny is NBA.
But first off, stick around after the show, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, King's Court, right here. We are the lead-in show and proud to be the lead-in show. Well, then I say,
you want to go to
without further ado,
why not? Okay.
Let's see our man Sonny Vega's video. And I haven't seen it. I'm very excited.
All right.
Leftovers, I guess, from the last time I wore this jacket. Twerking for Birkin. What's up, Sabara, better known as SBR, better known as Sportsbook Review, where I come to get all my intel from. Jimmy the Bag, homage to you, my man. Pistol Pete, Loshak, and everybody in the chat, Low Bag Familia. Everyone always so hospitable in the chat. Thank you. I got 2 games. I got 2 games that I'm in like with for tonight, so let's get to it, huh? In the Association 805 tip-off, the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Milwaukee Bucks. My number crunching and my calculations is telling me that this game will stay under the total of 116 for the first half. Now, that number might fluctuate, so I will tweet it out to confirm play or no play right before tip-off. Now, some of you might say, hey, Sonny, why are you so crazy all the time for? Or you might say, hey, Sonny, why are you always betting the first halves for? Because I don't have patience to wait for the whole game. And the quicker I get paid, the quicker I can make it to the titty bar. In the World Series, my approach going into this World Series, that there wasn't going to be a sweep. I'm committed. I have commitment issues, but I'm committed to this theory of mine. I had the Boston Red Sox game 1. Game 2, I took the Dodgers, but trust the process. I'm on the Dodgers minus 155. And get this, know this, guys and girls, know this, that on a stage like this, rest assured, the Dodgers are going to give it all they got. If they were to lose tonight. Now, it's not a must-win, but it pretty much is, right? I is Sonny Vega. Everyone have a great weekend. Happy Fresh Friday. And, hey, Freddie Fortune, look, listen. Don't lie on my boy Larry Lucrative like that, man. I'll flick your ear so hard you won't know what hit you. I is Sonny Vega. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Oh, man. Oh, man, his videos are always so entertaining, always lift my spirits. I don't even particularly like titty bars. I would love to go to a titty bar with Sonny Vega.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? But only the ones I'd love to go to a BBW titty bar with Sonny Vega. I know they got those now in 2018. Man.
Yeah, man.
Oh, what a nice guy, Sonny Vega. Look, he likes the Dodgers. You know, obviously it's about the number, and if you got the Dodgers at minus 155, congratulations, because you got a positive EV play right there. And he likes the under in Minnesota. First half, I think he said, but it seems like he would like the full game as well.
Yeah.
You know?
But he has to get to the titty bar.
I know. Oh, man.
So I get it.
I don't even like titty bars. I would just love to just hang out with Sonny Vega at a BBW titty bar one time this next coming year.
4 times.
Yeah,
right?
a couple of times. Man, that would be. We just chill out, make jokes, hang out.
Slap
you know what
a
I mean?
little ass.
Yeah. Oh God, shout out to you, Sonny Vega. All right. You know, that's a good news for you, Jim. That he endorses your play on the under in Milwaukee, Minnesota, right?
It is excellent news.
Yeah.
It is excellent news. The market's saying it. MFM asking if JD is confirmed out. No, JD is in. Excellent news that Sonny's back in my play. Sonny also on the Dodgers. Did that give you a little fear?
Not really, because again, it's all about the number. It's all about the number. Sonny Vega, you know, and I know you want to go to the titty bar and everything, but let's say the Dodgers were minus 700 and the Red Sox were plus 550. You'd be all over the Red Sox, and I know you, and you know you would be, Sonny Vega. You know you would be if someone gave you the Red Sox right now plus 550. You would take that. You know what I'm saying? It's
Sure.
all about the number.
It is.
So, you know, it's just, yeah, I think the Dodgers probably win today. It's just you got a World Series team at -1 at like plus 210 or whatever it was I got it at. It's just at a certain point, the odds compel you to do something that might not be how you think the event is going to turn out, right?
That's right.
Absolutely. Okay, so let's move on. You want to move on? Anything else?
In the we're about NBA. Anything else?
Yeah.
Not really. Although I do have some fear that money could be left on the table. What happened with the Maverick situation? Is Butler sick?
The Mavs situation. Let me see. I don't know. That might explain why the total has crashed. Except that the side didn't.
Crash it all. Let me find
Yeah.
that right here. Butler is a game time decision, as is Wiggins. Oh, sorry. I said
That's
the
Minnesota,
Raptors
right,
game.
right.
Minnesota. Sorry. Butler's a
yeah.
game time decision. Wiggins game time decision.
And what's up with Carl Anthony? How can you be 7 feet tall and like
not
shoot
rebound.
38%
But
from
not
the field?
rebound either.
Right. Like, what is up with Carl Anthony? If I was 7 feet tall, I'd be a friggin' shooting 65% from the field and an all-star. You know what I mean?
And
like,
you'd be the BBW.
yes, and I'd
Kitty
have,
bar
yes,
right now.
exactly. Like, how can you be 7 feet tall and shoot 38%? You know what I'm saying?
I do.
It's
know what you're
unreal.
saying.
All right, I don't know. I think I might throw on an NBA play by the end of this show, but as of right now, I know my tweets in general have been horrible. But I had a second half play on Sacramento 2 days ago that cashed. Then I tweeted out a second half team total over yesterday that lost. But maybe I'll tweet out some second half plays. In general, I feel like my second half plays have modest but legit positive EV to them, and I'll try to tweet them out. As far as all these spreads and totals, I don't know, man. I'm going to pass, I think.
Melee Payless Way on his way to Dodger Stadium on his birthday. Shout out to Melee Payless Way. You are an enormously loved member of the Low Bag fam. Enjoy your birthday. Sending you good vibes. Enjoy the game. Hope your boys come through. Nikki Shore says, thoughts on Nets +9. If I was forced to make a play on the side here, I would take that. I feel like the Pelicans play up or play down to their opponents. And this is a spot where they might not take the Nets as serious as they probably should.
Look at that. Cameron Joyce says Nets under 107. In the morning, I was asking about the Nets team total under 110.5. Is it really 107 now?
Wow.
Oh, God. Did I totally miss the boat on that one as far as giving it as a pick here? Let me see. Don't tell me the Nets are dropping to the Nets are 107. No. What's he talking about? It's 112. 112. What's he talking about 107? What's he talking about 107?
I don't know.
Nets under 107, says Cameron Joyce. Anyway, yeah, I'm thinking about the Nets team total under. Bookie Smasher likes Pelicans first half. Dark Kent likes the Bulls +10. Obviously, the way the first game between these two teams went, you might be thinking, why are they getting 10 points here? But there's probably a reason. Matias Rodriguez says, how come you guys don't do player props? There's value there. Matias Rodriguez, I talk about this every show. I say that, yes, the best value on NFL and NBA is with player props. We don't cover them. Jim and I don't cover them just because we have to get to the basic sides and totals as far as the show is concerned. But there's a ton of guys who give great player props on both NBA and NFL in the comments section, and they've been killing it, and sometimes we tail their plays. You're absolutely right, Matias Rodriguez. There's value with player props. I say this every friggin' show. If your bankroll size is small, your bet size is modest, the best way to bet NBA and NFL definitely is with player props, and we do have guys giving us player props every show in the comment section. Matias Rodriguez, you're absolutely right. Okay,
I agree with Brant Hunt and my man Khalif Lee. I love both those guys. I agree that the Hornets are angry about that game against the Bulls. Kemba Walker did nothing. I expect the Hornets to take care of business early in this game, but I do want enough time just in case. What would I get on the Hornets first half?
The Hornets first half. Let me see. The Hornets first half. The Charlotte Hornets. The first half -6.
Ooh, that's a lot.
-6. Yeah, 6.5 at bookmaker.
Okay, I'm gonna hold off on that. Just a little bit too much, but I like it.
The thing is that Anthony Davis plays great defense as well. You know what I mean? The guy does it all.
He's a hell of a player.
He's a hell of a player, Jimmy the Bag. All right, and Lamont Williams said, Loshak, what are your NHL plays? I missed them. Lamont Williams, I took Carolina team total over 2.5. A lot of people pushed back on that. I took Colorado -1. Jimmy the Bag is on that one. A lot of people agreeing with it. And then I threw on 2 first period overs, the Colorado game and the San Jose game. First period over at just -120 and -125. I'm hoping both of them hit. If just one of them hits, that'll be okay. So I got 4 plays going as usual. My NHL record last year and this year is great, but I rarely have an NHL day where I feel like my plays are I'm so confident in them and this and that. I always feel uncertain about my NHL plays every day, and I feel the same way about tonight's plays, but I feel like overall they're a decent group of picks. Carolina team total over, Colorado -1, the Carolina first period over, and the Colorado first period over. And on my personal account, I also bet Carolina on the money line to win at about +100. All right, Jim.
He sounds so. I agree with you. I often don't feel comfortable. I'm very curious to see how I do tonight because this is the most confident I've been on an NHL card with my 4 plays here. I really feel like I have a chance for a score here.
Yeah,
East on Solfagari says, Pete and Jimmy, did you guys cover the total in Chicago-Charlotte? I'm leaning under.
No, we did not. I was, let me see
We did talk about it a bit. We did talk about it a bit. Crypto King says Portis is out for Chicago, but expect Bulls to keep it close, Jimmy. With the injuries that the Bulls have, it's difficult to figure out pace. Unless you're very comfortable with Cameron Payne from Murray State, and if you're comfortable with the pace that he wants to have, then you might have a better feel. But I just feel like also we remember this.
You got to give him the pace that he wants to have. If you're gonna,
it was in my head too.
Go ahead, Jim.
Jason Goforth says, Jimmy, roll with me. I tried to get you in on it the other night. He did. Jason did. Jason just put a big bet on Boston at plus 160, a big boy bet, $2,000.
Oh, on the Red Sox?
Yeah.
Wow, really? Wow, okay. All right.
Getting 3,220 profit, a big boy bet.
Yeah, I mean the total on the Charlotte game has obviously gotten bet down. So if you're taking the under right now, you'll be getting the worst of it. I'm just gonna pass on this one as of right now. I'm scanning. I think based on the line movement, I think Jimmy the Bag probably has a good play at on the Minnesota under. I'm definitely leaning Brooklyn Nets team total under. I'm definitely leaning Brooklyn Nets team total under. And you know what? That would just be a no balls play if I didn't take it. I think I'm gonna take it. I'll add that one. It's 112 minus 110 at Heritage. I'm going to quickly check Pinnacle to see if I can get a slightly better line there, but I will take the Brooklyn Nets team total under 112 minus 110. I'll see what Pinnacle has right now. Let's see what we got here.
You should. And with Levine rolling, I'm curious to see what that total is in Charlotte. Let me get it right now. 224.5, opened at 228. We talked last night about whether or not we wanted to jump on the total. And was it
which one?
That went from 238.5 down to 234.5. Was that the Lakers?
I don't remember.
Nuggets game. It was the Lakers Nuggets game.
All these friggin' 230s. I can't keep them all straight. It's like 232 to 237. I just like brand new world in the NBA here, Jim.
It was the Lakers Nuggets game. So it opened at like 238.5. It got bet down to 234.5. Pete and I talked about liking the under in that game, and I said I don't want to take it on the ass end of the line movement, and it got to 235.
Yes. And we saw that a lot in preseason totals as well with the NBA. There were a lot of huge line moves in the NBA with totals, and a lot of them, if you noticed, which I did, wound up landing right in the middle. A lot of like 7-8 point line moves, and it was unbelievable how many of those NBA preseason totals wound up landing right in the middle of the opener and the closer. So, yeah, and that's likely to happen when you have massive line movements like what we're seeing now. And guaranteed in upcoming months in the NBA, you'll not see this many line moves of like 5 and 6 points on totals.
My man Gregoire says, Jimmy, that 49ers hat looks much better on you than the Redskins hat, and take the Kings to cover over the Wizards. Scott Ramsey says, Raps first half, mine 6.5 is a play for me. They've been first half cover machines early this year. They have been. They have been. Sweet. Well, and Gate Pass Key likes to call you the under hunter.
Yeah, I do take a lot of, listen, I know, I'm, man.
Well, let's roll on to this NCAA college football because we have, other than this, the La Tech game started already. Damn it.
Not Apple says, Pete looks like he found religion, LOL. Do with me what thine wilt. All right, let's go, Jimmy the Bag.
Beautiful. Gasmask 42 as an MLB stat for us. When Red Sox score first, they go on to win the game 9 times in the playoffs.
My new motto is, he whom shall be, so shall he who. That's the motto that I live by.
He who.
Yes,
Yeah.
I found religion.
Beautiful.
Yes, I did. He who shall be, so shall he who.
Oh, he who.
I found religion. All right, let's go, Jim. What do we have?
Let's move on to college football.
Yeah, I was leaning Sacramento Kings as well. And again, throughout the rest of this show, I may be dotting in some NBA official plays if I want to. I did bet the Sacramento Kings +5. Might have been a mistake, but I did bet it. All right, so now let's move on to college football. Jimmy the Bag. Let's see. What do we have here?
Damn, I didn't realize that Louisiana and the Tech game was half an hour early. My fault.
Yeah. So that one is off. Again, Ian Cameron took Louisiana Tech +3.5. I was leaning under, but I didn't give it as a pick, and I am done with that now. All right.
Well, let's focus on the games tonight right now. But Kyle Jack has Army money line, Northern Illinois +6.5 are the only 2 plays I really like.
All right, so I'm going head to head with Kyle Jack. I did take Eastern Michigan. Eastern Michigan in general is an undervalued team, as I know Kyle Jack is very, very, very well aware of. I'm just a little bit concerned that maybe Army's defense was worn down a little bit by the double overtime game last week. And Eastern Michigan is a tough team. They can pass. Army has a problem defending the pass. I would also be leaning over, and I would also be leaning with the Eastern Michigan team total over. Maybe I'll tweet out some team totals this weekend in college football if I see something that I like. Let's see what happened with the
FAU is on the board.
Okay.
On the board.
The 10.5 line in Utah UCLA has not moved. It's an interesting line. Obviously, Utah has been legit awesome offensively. They've got a ton of weapons at receiver, so that's no fluke from them. UCLA has problems all over the field, but this is a Friday night game at home, catching double digits. The Wyoming line continues to move up. Look at that, Jimmy. I mean, Wyoming is terrible offensively. Well, Colorado State's terrible too, but Wyoming is just taking money. And then the Indiana-Minnesota game has not moved much at all. Tomarino Tomor gave the opinion that he likes Minnesota on this one. I would have a slight lean to Indiana, but I think I'm going to pass on it. And Miami continues to take money. Look at that.
Miami continues to take money, and a backer of that is Scotty Rock Forever, who says take Miami -3.5. And it's hard to get 3.5 these days. Moved up to 4. What do you think about that spot?
About what?
Miami, Boston College.
You mean the total or the spread?
The spread.
I don't know, because I would have been, of course I would have been leaning Boston College. Miami's having serious issues. They have problems at quarterback, right? And Boston College obviously has been what they've been. I know that their stud running back, I'm assuming that he's out. That's what's causing this line movement, right?
Robbie Tagaloa also. I'm on Miami tonight. Their D is for real.
Yeah, their D is for real. And their yardage numbers have been good in their last. I think their recent results have been a little bit illusory. All right. Their yardage numbers have been very good in their last couple games. I'm just not quite seeing a home dog here line for BC. I think I'm just gonna have to pass on this one.
And why do you think money's coming in on Wyoming?
I don't know. Is someone out?
Because we remember from DJ Big Boss's excellent video yesterday that he's on Colorado State.
Yeah, I mean, Colorado State is just.
Oh, and he said, Scotty Rock says they made a change at quarterback. Miami.
Who did?
Miami.
Right. Yeah. Colorado State. Look, they have issues. They have a lot of injuries on the offensive line, right? And their offensive line wasn't good to begin with. So, they've got a patchwork offensive line that's got to go against the Wyoming defense that is good. You know what I mean? Their defensive line is dominant. Wyoming has a dominant defensive line, and Colorado State has a suspect offensive line with injuries. And on the other side, offense was their strength. Obviously, Colorado State can't stop anyone. So the question is, which weakness is going to be more weak here, the Colorado defense or the Wyoming offense? I guess I can understand it. In Colorado State, their special teams is horrible. I mean, they're bad, man. They're bad.
I was on them last week. Watched that game, and it was horrifying.
Yeah,
it was horrifying. That onside kick that was returned for a touchdown. I was like, what is this? Gordon Sturridge Football League in Vancouver.
Their special teams is horrible. Their defense couldn't stop anyone from week one, and their offensive line is now bad and banged up. So I can understand why people would be liking Wyoming here.
Jada Gifted says, I'm on Colorado State. Wyoming freshman QB very indecisive. Colorado State can put up points, and their defense can step up against a below-average offense of Wyoming.
Yeah. It's just weakness all over the field. But Wyoming, they also outgained Utah State in their last game. And that's not an easy feat to do. They lost, but they outgained them. So maybe the Wyoming offense is improving a little bit, at least enough to justify a favorite line here.
Kevin Calixto saying, get on that New Orleans, Brooklyn over. It's going to cash. I
really?
would have, but look at that market move.
Yeah. Huge move to the under. I just took the Brooklyn team total under at 112 as an official play, and I bet it. 5 point. And that's what I'm saying. When you have a move like that involving the Pelicans, right? That's no accident. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
That's not a bunch of public guys sitting around and trying to be shrewd,
BT is on Colorado State. Flipper13 says Wyoming ship has sailed.
So he's saying that the line value is gone from them. Yeah.
And I agree. Once that half point, but Bet Online's still hanging at -3. Same with Heritage and Intertop. So, but yeah, I hear that. Jason Goforth says, Jimmy, what's your email? It is jimmythebag@hotmail.com. Very interesting. Oh, Jada Gifted said Utah State offense took off last week. I would like to back Miami. I would like to back Miami. I would like to back Colorado State. I think those are plays that I would like to back. I wish I had gone on Utah at -9.5, but BetOnline opened that. Ulysses Hayes says take Colorado State money line. Khalif Lee, I like Colorado State. Kyle Jack, IT's Colorado. Jared Trader, Indiana money line. Wyoming -2.5 and Utah -10.
All right, let's move on. If you want to make a play, Jim, let us know. If not, forever hold your peace.
Okay, I'll make a play on Miami.
Okay.
And if I want to make a play on the 8 o'clock or the 10:30 games, I will tweet them out. But
All
give
right.
me Miami full game right
All right, we can give you a -3.5, -105, or we can check the money line if you want. Let's see what that would be. That would be -170.
I'll take -3.5, -105.
All right, so Jim's going to take Miami -3.5, -105.
Yes,
-3.5,
and I will
-105.
bet
Okay.
it because we're going to the MMA segment and we have the Anna Merrick video, so I
Yeah.
can bet it during the video. Perfect.
Okay, so that's it for college football. Again, maybe I'll tweet out some plays for this weekend. I was a little bit behind on my college football research. Behind on my college football research on Sunday. So I got a late start to the week, and hopefully I'll be fresh and ready and raring to go this next upcoming week. I'll tweet out whatever I like, and hopefully I'll come out okay. Now we're gonna move on to MMA. Again, Annie Marak and what happened?
Tampa's up 2-1.
Oh, very nice. Once again, Annie Marak and I are on the opposite sides of this friggin' Smith and Ozdemir fight.
He talks about it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he does. It's not great to hear Annie Marak's opinion on that. My sense on that one is just that both of these fighters are, talented but flawed. When you have two talented but flawed fighters and one a big favorite for understandable reasons, because Ozdemir had some nice fast finishes in his most recent fights, but they were maybe a little bit fluky. He caught some of those guys with situations that might have been a little bit fluky. And I'm thinking that Smith might have a little bit of value. And the Smith line has gotten bet down. I took it at 158. It's now down to 145 at Pinnacle. So a 10-cent line move there. And I also took Serkinov at -450. That might have been a horrible play, because it's now down to -350. I just don't see Cummins being on Serkinov's level. He's proven that he can't hang with elite fighters. He can only be competitive with moderate level fighters, which is not who Serkinov appears to be. So I might have made a mistake there, but I did take it at -450, and I guess that's it, right? Let's watch Anna Marak's video.
Let's roll the video.
Good morning, low baggers. Happy Friday. It's your boy Anna Marak here with some MMA picks. I'm excited to be back. It's been too long. Let's get right into this. I got a hot take for you. This MMA fight card the UFC is putting on Saturday, I think if you blind bet every single underdog on this card, I think you show a profit. These lines are off. These lines are way off the entire card. So I got some big dog lines for you. Let's get into it. I got Marcelo Gome starting the night off. He's a big heavyweight fighter. He's going against another middle-of-the-road type of heavyweight fighter, and you guys know my stance. I almost blind bet it at this point. If you've got two middling heavyweights, anybody can take a nap at any point in time during the fight. I think he's got the speed advantage. Take the +135, and let's roll with Marcelo Gome. Next up, we're going to roll with Chris Fishgold taking on Calvin Kattar. Fishgold is 17-1 coming into the UFC. It is his UFC debut, but he's also dropping a weight class. I think he's going to be the bigger, stronger fighter. He's going to bully his opponent, and I just think he's going to be a little too much to handle, and I like him in his UFC debut here. He should be an underdog for his UFC debut, but maybe +155, +160, +230 is about where he's sitting at right now, and that's just way too crazy. Let's take that. Let's roll. Moving on, we've got Ed Short Fuse Herman. Now, I'm a fan of this guy, but he's at the twilight of his career. He is winding down. That's not a lie. He's been dropped by a couple of people recently. He's got chin issues. It's well documented. His opponent, on the other hand, is one of the most uncoachable fighters in the UFC. He does not do what his coaches tell him to, and he's got a very low ring IQ. So if he were to come down, take down Ed Herman, and grind him out for 3 straight rounds, he probably wins an easy decision, and then he's a justified massive favorite in this fight. But he's not going to do that. He's not smart enough to do that. He lost a decision to Smiling Sam Alvey. And just so you guys know, you don't lose decisions to Smiling Sam Alvey. He is one of the most... he's one of the most docile UFC fighters. He plods forward, and he looks for one big shot. If it goes to decision, he loses every time. Every time, except for this one. This guy dropped a decision to Sam Alvey. That means he did nothing the entire fight. I know Ed Short Fuse Herman has got some power still. He's moving up to 205. That should resolve some of those chin issues. If these guys fight like two old dogs do and they're a little bit slow with each other, I like Ed Short Fuse Herman for a 3-round decision upset. Let's do it. Let's get that cash. All right, so moving on to the main event. Pete, I know you like Misha Serkinov. I understand the pick, but he is way overhyped. He rolled into the UFC. He got dropped and taken down a peg not once, but twice. He's riding a 2-fight win streak, and everyone is so high on this guy. I just don't get it. He's shown us that at the top level of competition, he is not that good. The throwing him in against Pat Cummins should be an easy winnable fight. But Pat Cummins is actually the worst stylistic matchup you could possibly get for him. Marcin does not have good striking. He uses his athletic ability to get a hold of guys and then drag them down to the mat, and then he's got a huge advantage once he's on top of you on the ground. Pat Cummins is a crazy good wrestler. He out-wrestled DC back in the day before they got into MMA. He's not going to be on bottom. Pat Cummins has heart for days, and even though he does get clipped by some of the more power strikers in the UFC and has chin issues there, that's not Marcin. I'm sorry, that's not this guy. He does not have that explosive striking power that's going to put a guy like Pat Cummins away. I'm going to take the 350 on the underdog. Now, remember, taking a 350 underdog, I'm not expecting him to win 9 times out of 10. I'm not expecting him to win 10 times out of 10. If he wins 3 times out of 10, I'm making a nice bet. Because plus 350, plus 400, that is a crazy wide line for a fighter that has just not lived up to expectations against a strong wrestler who can grapple you and hump your leg for 3 rounds straight and win a decision. Not kidding. Now, Pete, my boy, my baby boy, I know you're just trying to make your daddy proud and trying to follow in my footsteps, taking the dog money. I raised you right, but don't do it. Volkan Oezdemir is my pick of the video, my play of the day. We are going to take Volkan No Time Oezdemir by KO in this main event. All right, now his opponent, Anthony, he is moving up a weight class after taking out 2 legends of the sport, Rashad Evans and Shogun Hua. Now, both of those guys are at the end of their career. Rashad is already retired. Yeah, he looked good against them. Of course he looked good against them. He's so much bigger than both of them. They're tiny and they're old. No Time Oezdemir, he's probably got the greatest punching power in the UFC right now. Sorry, not the UFC, the light heavyweight division. Now that Anthony Rumble Johnson isn't there, I think Volkan Oezdemir has the strongest punches in the 205 division. And he's only lost to DC. He's run right off of a unsuccessful title shot against DC. I expect him to bounce back, and I expect him to bounce back hard. Volkan Oezdemir by first round KO. Free money, guys. Now, if you're not that into UFC or you just want to watch it and have a little fun, I got a little parlay for you. Take Tay Edwards, who looks like a young Tyrone Woodley. He's minus 500. Take Nasrat. He's the biggest favorite on the card, and for good reason. He's like minus 900 or something like that. It's insane. He's fighting a jobber. That's a steamroll. And then take Volkan Oezdemir. 3-leg parlay should get you about even money. Then you got a couple fights to watch with a little sprinkle on it. Enjoy, guys. Love you all. Let's get that cash. Have a great weekend.
What a guy.
Oh, man, Jim. I'm on the wrong side. I'm on the wrong side of both of my MMA picks this weekend. If I lose both of them, my overall record will still be nicely positive, but it's going to take a massive hit. I was thinking about, yes, I know that Serkinov, oh, man. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I think there's nothing I can really say here, Jim. I know Smith has chin issues. And I was just thinking that Volkan might be able to steamroll him like he steamrolled the other guys, but no, I have nothing to say. I'm grasping at straws here. I'm stuttering. I'm on the friggin' witness stand, and I just got cornered by a professional attorney who I've got nothing to say. I'm stuttering and stammering and checkmated here. Yeah. If you guys want to bet the MMA event this weekend, take Volkan Oezdemir and take Cummins. Don't do what I did. I feel like I'm talking to a little youth, a 14-year-old young kid. Don't do what I did. I took Smith, okay? I took Serkinov. Don't do what I did. Fuck.
It's all good. All good. You have lots of time to panic, but shout out to our man, Anna Merrick. What a wonderful asset to the Low Bag family. And congratulations. If you want to see more of Anna Merrick's work, every big UFC fight will be on Sportsbook Review. You'll be able to read his articles. And shout out to my man, Clint. Great job. Now, we need to keep rolling.
Yeah,
right away.
I was having a great day.
We have no time for this.
All right, let's go on. I was having a great day.
First off, on CFL, We're going to move into CFL quickly, and then we're going to pop the Big Ragu video in right away. I am on Winnipeg in a big way. Today, I have them first half and full game. Winnipeg first half and full game. Let me just quickly get to my notes. But to sum it all up, Calgary has a ton of injuries, and it feels to me like they just want to get right for this playoff run. They just want to get healthy. There's players that they've added on and signed recently from NFL practice squads that they're not going to bring into the lineup right now. They have injuries on the huge amount of injuries on wide receiver and a bunch of injuries on their defense. Winnipeg does not want it to go down to one final game against the Eskimos next week. They want to seal the deal with a win here so they can relax and sit a bunch of their starters next week. Winnipeg is playing very, very good football. They've won 4 straight, coming off a bye. I've got the minus first half and full game. Let's keep rolling.
Yeah, I'm still in post-traumatic stress disorder from that. Great video, Adam Arak, by the way. Great video, Adam Arak, by the way. It's just the content that has me a little shook right now.
Yeah, well, it's, we don't want shook ones.
Yeah, all right, so let's move on to NFL. Let's just keep a brisk pace here, Jimmy the Bag.
Let's do that, but let's start by dropping a Big Ragu video. He is 10-3-1 in low bag videos. We absolutely love his insights. Freddie, can you hit us one time?
What's happening, low bag family? It's the Big Ragu coming at you for another weekend of college football and NFL action. We'll start off with the NFL action first. Sunday afternoon, Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cleveland Browns at Three Rivers. Last time these two teams hooked up, they played to a tie, overtime. Cleveland dominated the game, I thought, with a bunch of turnovers, couldn't cash in. This week, I think it's a little different story. Cleveland, after their 4 overtime games this season so far, they're going to come into Three Rivers. I think the floodgates are going to open. I think coming off the bye week, Pittsburgh is going to come off of that bye and really take it to them. Even though I know Cleveland's got a solid defense and they're always on the wise guy side of action, I like Pittsburgh to get the job done in this one. Okay, now we go to the biggest cocktail party on the planet. Saturday afternoon in Jacksonville, Florida, you have the Georgia Bulldogs coming in to take on the Florida Gators. Now, this is a pretty evenly matched game in my book. There's an old rule in college football where you don't take the first-year coach early in the season, but late in October, you start betting on that team, okay? So, of late, the Florida Gators have been a pretty solid football team. They're 6-1, taking on the other 6-1 team. Last week, 2 weeks ago, they went into LSU, Georgia did, and got their asses handed to them. This week, they figure with the rest and preparation, they should be ready for the Gators. But guess what? The Gators also had a week off to prepare for this one. And I like the Gators in this particular game, too. Not only do I like the Gators, but you know what I like to do? Sprinkle a little money on the money line. You're getting 7, so you can cash in. So hopefully we're 3-0 after this week. We bounce back, and we get the job done. So let's get on with the Florida Gators, and let's go Gators. Little music, little inspiration for you guys. Yeah! Let's go Gators! Go Gators!
Wow, very nice. Yeah, hit us up with something unexpected at the end of the video, right? That's the mark of a talented filmmaker there, right? A talented video maker there, hitting you up with something unexpected out of nowhere at the end. Shout out, man! All right, so he likes Florida. Great analysis, great breakdown there from Big Ragu. All right. Jimmy the Bag?
I have some NFL plays that I need, and shout out to Big Ragu.
Yes.
I love this guy. Great video, week after week after week. He's 10-3-1 on low bag videos. That is the best record of anybody on low bag videos. Shout out
and you
to
can you can see why coaching's so important in college football. He's so right. Coaching tendencies are hugely important, and the ideas of general coaching tendencies, how first-year coaches respond and react to programs, how programs respond and react to coaches in their third years. You know what I mean? Coaching's so important. Obviously, this is something that Big Ragu follows carefully and is aware of, and that has got to be part of why he has such a great record in our videos. Shout out to Big Ragu. All right, Jim, I'm wearing down at the end of this week, but let's keep chugging on. What else do we have? You want to hit us up with some NFL picks from your Audible show? All right,
I do, and I've already made 4 plays.
Okay,
do you have them in front of you?
The NFL plays?
Yes.
No, I don't have them in front of me.
I have them right here. I'm already on the Excuse me. Sorry.
That's
I'm
okay.
on the over 49 in the Seahawks at Lions. I'm on the over 54 in the Buccaneers at Bengals. I'm on the Colts -3 at -105. We talked about that a ton on the Audible today. I really enjoyed the Audible today. It was a great show. And shout out to our man, Big Ragu, right here in our chat. I'm very I can't believe that I could have got a much better line on the Cola, a much better juiced spot with the -3 because money's coming on the Raiders. It's shocking to me, but I'm on the Colts and I'm on the 49ers -105, and that is a play I love. Now it's time to lock in some more plays. First off, please, Pete, give me the Steelers first half.
Okay, hold on one second. Let me just pull up let me just quote for anyone who's keeping precise track of all this to make sure that we're absolutely 100% honest. Jimmy the Bag, your official plays that you've given and the odds. San Francisco 49ers, money line -105. Seattle Detroit over 49 -115. Indianapolis Colts -3 -105. And Tampa Bay Cincinnati over 54 -110. I have no NFL plays hanging as of right now. And just so you know, Jim has no college plays hanging as of right now. I have Michigan State -1 at -115, Eastern Michigan -1 at -105, and Wisconsin Northwestern under 53 -110. All right, so
But
what do you want
I
here?
did jump on Miami.
I'm sorry, what?
I did jump on Miami.
Oh, right, that's right.
Okay,
That's from
that's
not including today. All right, so what do you want here, Jim? You want the Steelers, huh?
I want the Steelers first half.
Oh, the Steelers first half. All right, let me just get that one here. Pull up the line here. Steelers first half -5 -115. How about that?
Thank you.
All right, Steelers first half -5 -115. Okay.
All right. I want a little more time on, thank you, Brian Watson, loving the San Fran pick. I love the San Fran pick, and it may be my best bet on Beat the Prick, and I'm coming off a 5-0 week on Beat the Prick. The Chiefs and the over I find very interesting. I'm no longer, though, going to take the Chiefs, but the over is still a possibility. And then I have two plays here. I want the Chicago Bears, even though I missed the boat. I lost the 7, right? There's no more 7?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to, we can go to Pinnacle and buy down. You could probably get, right now at Pinnacle, it's 7.5 -106, so it'd probably be like, -123 or something like that right now
I
if you
would
want
love
7.
that. Yeah.
You want that?
Yeah.
All right, I'll do that for you right now.
I
Jimmy the Bag.
also, are the team totals up?
Yeah, definitely.
I want the Jets
Okay.
team total under.
Okay, Jimmy the Bag, why don't you discuss your analysis while I pull up the Pinnacle sheets to find these numbers for you? Discuss
Thank
some
you.
analysis while I pull up the sheets.
Yes, the Jets are in a terrible, terrible spot. Offense and defense just destroyed by injuries. If you want to go on offense, Quincy Enunwa sit out a second straight game, ankle injury. Robbie Anderson hasn't practiced all week with an ankle injury. Crowell injured, was dealing with a foot injury all last week. Powell has suffered a neck injury that could be both season-ending and career-ending. That's a ton of issues that they're dealing with.
All right, so if you want the Bears at Pinnacle, you could have 7 -125 or 7.5 -106.
I'll take 7.
All right, 7 -125, and I'm going to check the Jets team total under for you.
Thank you.
Okay, continue with your analysis, Jim.
Thank you. I'm going to keep rolling. There's some crazy games that we broke down on the Audible. Redskins, Giants, one of those games. The market moving towards the Giants is unbelievable. It's absolutely unbelievable. David Hutton saying, like that Jets team total under, Jimmy, Jets have everyone hurt. Yeah, their secondary's just devastated. May is hurt. They have 5 guys on their secondary hurt. They're in a big trouble. Allison liking Colts Raiders over. That's an interesting play. I am interested in that spot. But Redskins, Giants, I'm staying off now after the breakdown from the game. It just makes no sense.
Okay, so the Jets, here's the thing. I know you don't like to take these huge favorite lines. At Pinnacle right now, there is a team total for the Jets, but it's 19.5. The under is -144. I'm not seeing any team totals at Heritage. I can check Bet365 if you want to wait to tweet it out, or you can take 19.5 -144 right now. Whatever you want to do, Jim. Yeah.
Jay Scum says, I like the Skins. David Hutton says, love Washington. We all do. But what's the market telling us? It's very strange. I need to spend a little bit more time. But basically, both Donnie and Whale-Capper was a little late for that. It wasn't. He comes in halfway through, but Donnie was imploring me not to bet on that game. Jets team total. I'm going to wait on that.
Okay.
I'm going to wait on that and then tweet that out.
Okay,
so I'm off the Redskins Giants right now. I'm already on the overs in Buccaneers Bengals and Seahawks Lions. The Ravens-Panthers spot is very interesting. I'm off it. I'm already on the Colts, already on the Niners. The Packers team total over and the over. First off, I'm on the full game over in Packers-Rams.
Full game over in Packers-Rams. All right, let's see. So Packers-Rams. Let's see. Packers-Rams. Really?
Yes.
Wow. 56.5. 56.5 minus 110. 56.5 minus 110. You want that one?
I do.
Okay.
Everybody was on the Packers. Everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Whale Capper, Don Rightside, check it out. Everybody's on the Packers. Getting the Rodgers is 4-0 when he's over a touchdown dog in his career. Everybody is on the Packers. I may take the Packers team total over as well, but right now I just want that full game over 56.5.
Okay, 56.5 minus 110.
And I will be on the under
Mm-hmm.
on the Monday Nighter.
Okay. The under. Hold on. Let me see.
Patriots Bills.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Pats Bills. The under right now will be 44 minus 104. 44 minus 104.
Minus 104.
Okay.
Under 44 minus 104. I may take a shot at the Pats first half. And Jason Goforth said, Jimmy, get on Philly. I got 2,000 on him. You know, that is a play that Donnie really believes in as well, and I just need a little bit more time before I can make the move. Theodore McIntyre saying Skins is a play, Jimmy. Giants are playing to draft Herbert. Listen, I agree with you guys, but when somebody says don't do it, somebody like Donnie Rightside, look at this market move. It's very similar to what happened in the Lakers game last night, and I don't think after Donnie saying that I want to make the move at this point. Grit and Grind says Rams best bet. Rams be making a killing this year. I just fear the backdoor cover with Rodgers. Under 44 minus 104. Thank you for locking me in. So the plays that and Muhammad Joe was saying Green Bay could win outright. The Patriots first half, there's some plays I'm interested in. Patriots first half, Packers team total over. And then there's also, I do understand the Eagles spot. I just want a little bit more time on that London game. There was a huge people. There was a big, if there's any game that had people on either side, it was the Saints Vikings. It was amazing, just hammering at each other. At this point, I like where I stand. I may add a few plays and tweet them out and tag Peter, but those will be my plays at this point.
All right, so did you say there was a team total you wanted? These are the plays I have you adding right now. Steelers first half -5, -115. Bears bought down to -7, -125. Green Bay Rams over 56.5. Pats Buffalo under 44, -104, and that's it?
That's it, my man. Campsite Killer joining us as Niners all day. Campsite Killer gave me a shout out for my backing of the Sharks. I think the Niners are a great bet. They may be my best bet. And Gary Joe Hall says, best bet Redskins by 20. Trust Giants traded everyone away. I hear you, but why has the market gone towards the Giants? And we broke that game extensively on the Audible. Please check out the video. It's a pleasure working with Donnie and Whale Capper. And Whale Capper did it from Hawaii.
Oh man, that's a guy who knows how to live too. I mean, I would love to hang out with Whale Capper, but a little bit of a different league he's in terms of life. You know what I'm saying? I can hang with our man Sonny Vega. Whale Capper's a step up in class, so I don't know if that's really I don't know if that's in my league, but maybe someday. Anyway, Jimmy the Bag, we're about to wrap this show up. Do we have something from that guy Juan?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Number one, our Argentinian soccer expert. He has his play. Can we roll the footage?
Low baggers, ya sé por qué estaba perdiendo. Descubrí que Jimmy te está mandando a una prostituta a Hotel El Rey que es una bruja. De las peores que puedes encontrar en el mundo. Es un mal que me está dando a mí. Es terrible. Estoy sumamente frustrado. Pero yo no se lo voy a devolver a Jimmy. Porque yo soy un buen tipo. Jimmy nació un perdedor y me da lástima. Yo soy 100% carne argentina, de calidad de exportación, papá. De lo mejor que se puede encontrar en el mundo. But I'm still up. Quarter of a unit, I know. But I'm still up. And my pick is rock solid for this weekend. Superliga Argentina. The game, Racing Club versus San Lorenzo. Both teams to score plus 120. Available at Bet365. In the last 4 games between each other, both have scored. Each team averaged over a goal a game this year. So Racing Club versus San Lorenzo, both teams to score plus 120.
Okay, he's growing on me a little bit. That's an example of someone I don't want to hang out with, but he's growing on me a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, Jim? Sonny Vega, Whale Capper, do want to hang out. That guy, don't want to hang out with, but he's growing on me a little bit, and I hope he has a winner this week.
Kevin Garrett says horses, yes. All next week will be all about the Breeders' Cup. I don't even know if I'll be sitting beside you some of the shows, because I will be focusing solely on the Breeders' Up. Machiavelli joining us. Our lawyer says don't trust him. He didn't know Boca would win.
Mm-hmm. He is 100% gallina. Yeah, he is. He is a gallina. Caliente gallina, but he's doing his thing in life.
He is.
If you're a gallina, just be a gallina.
Yeah.
Don't try to fight it. Don't try to fight it.
Don't fight
That's
it.
the lesson of the week. Don't try to fight it. Whatever is natural for you in life, just do it. Just be it. Just do you.
Yeah.
Perfect example of that would be Lucrative Larry and Freddie Fortune, who both appear to be doing them in life, right?
Yeah, they certainly do.
All right, are we ready to wrap this up? Any final
Without
comment?
further
Yeah.
ado,
All
let's
right.
bring in Freddie Fortune's Place Door.
right,
Check out
okay.
this record he's got.
Oh, really?
Pretty
is this
nice.
for real? Is it a real record?
It's a real record.
Really? Wow.
That's a real record.
He's the man on the scene. Freddie
Oh,
Fortune.
they didn't even bother. Oh, there it is. Look at that. 10-6 up 4.64 units.
He's getting that green.
NCAA football.
All right. Okay.
Iowa State -3.5 over Texas Tech on the alternative point spread at -134 available at Bet365.
Wow.
I'm going to kill Larry.
Okay. All right.
I'm fighting him and I'm killing him. He's making fun of me on Twitter.
Is he making fun of you on Twitter?
Yes. Now Mr. Sonny hates me.
Sonny Vegas right here. Yeah, he says they got beef.
Yeah, he hates me because of Larry. I'm killing Larry.
All right.
All right. Whoever was the writer behind that segment did a great job. That was some good content that made me laugh. Thank you very much, Freddie Fortune, man on the scene, getting that green. We'll be back on Monday, 12 o'clock Eastern Time.